There are the leaders. Around the 24-degree banking of the Rock and into the front straightaway. Jeff Gordon and Bobby Labonte.
Bobby made a run just a second ago and got up about 3 or 4 car lengths behind Jeff Gordon. And it's like Jeff looked in the mirror and said, see you in a minute.
Looks like youth and enthusiasm may prevail over experience and treachery today.
Well, I tell you, you can look at the 24 car of Jeff Gordon and see why he's running as well as he is. He can pass outside, inside. The car is really working well. And Ray Evernham and all these guys that work on 24 cars, just really a great team. I know that they got a lot of heat in Daytona when the jack slipped and crushed the front fender on the car. But those things happen with race teams. You see how well they come back from it.
Well, the select panel has voted the Mechanic of the Race Award, brought to you by Western Auto. Let's go to the pits.
Well, Jimmy Maycar, certainly he's the man that was given Western Auto Mechanic of the Race as he watches his boy, Bobby Labonte, go by. Man, these guys are intense. He knows we're ready for him. Jimmy, you're Western Auto Mechanic of the Race. We just thought we'd congratulate.
Oh, I really appreciate that a lot. You know, this says a lot for this team. It's not my name's on that deal, but this whole Interstate Batteries race team did a fantastic job all winter putting some new bodies on all these cars and building new cars, a new shop, new driver, and to come out of the box and run this strong, it just makes me really proud of them.
Can you win this thing?
I think so. I really do. I don't know how much the 24 has got left. I think Bobby's got a little left. We'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be a heck of a race.
Well, Jeff Gordon just got a big break in traffic as Bobby Labonte got squeezed in by a lap car.
Oh, he was up side by side and got pushed up by a lap over car there, but Bobby Labonte was there and just got cut off.
And he's back.
So
he closed that distance back in.
Well, they said they had something left, and it looks like it.
What do you think, Ernie?
I don't know. I hope he has something left just to have a good race. But, you know, I find it hard to believe that you're just sitting there riding. So, I could never do that.
I'm with you, pal. They'd be changing the fluids in that steering linkage right now on me.
Let's go to Glenn.
Well, let's see what Ray Evernham has to say about that. Ray, can you hold him off?
No, I'm driving as hard as I can from up here. I don't know. I think so. The 18's got an awful good car. You know, hats off to those guys, but, you know, my money's on Jeff.
You got anything left if you need it?
I can't hear you.
Do you have anything left if you need it?
A little bit.
Truth or Consequences coming up here on TNN, perhaps, right after this commercial break. We're under 25 laps to go here. Jeff Gordon trying to hold off Bobby Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, and Ricky Rudd third and fourth. And a great battle between Steve Grissom and Dale Jarrett. That's going on one lap down for the fifth spot. We'll pick those up when we come back to Rockingham right after this. Inside of 20 laps to go. I'm Mike Joy with Ernie Irvin and Buddy Baker. Glenn Jarrett and Randy Pemberton in the pits for TNN. And what a battle we have had when we went to break. Ooh, smoker down the front straightaway. Dale Jarrett and
the smoker Rusty Wallace on the inside of the racetrack there.
But Dale Jarrett worked all over the back of Steve Grissom for about 10 laps and finally worked his way past. Grissom is fighting for his first ever top 5 finish. Dale Jarrett has fifth. Grissom wants it back. They are one lap down.
Well, as you can see there, Dale Jarrett cannot stay on the bottom of the racetrack. He goes in, the car sweeps up a little bit. Grissom's able to pull it right down for the low.
And
yeah, I tell you,
comes back to pit road.
It's a heck of a battle going on right now because everybody wants to get at least that top 5.
And Wallace goes to the garage no better than 23rd on the day. Dave Marcus could overtake him for that spot.
Well, Steve Grissom's driving his heart out right now. You know, you can't pull for anybody, but you got to pull for this guy to do well because he drove a whale of a race today, even though he is a lap down. He got caught one time there and a little bit out of sync, but he drove his heart out all day.
Grissom is 31 years old.
Oh, it's an age thing today. Is that it?
It seems to be.
Impressive wins. The man sitting right beside him, he was fighting with him at Indianapolis for the win and had a flat tire. So, you know, anything can happen this close to the end of the race.
Sure, it was 5 to go when we had a flat at Indy. So, you know, we don't wish bad luck on anybody, but you just got to always remember the race doesn't end until the second flag drops.
You know, this car still looks, it's running a little higher on the racetrack, but still looks as good as it did at the start of the day.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as not varying his line or anything, there's his wife, Brooke.
I guess. Boy, you talk about a future. Both of them have a great future. I mean, with Jeff Gordon, he's 23 years old, and he's already won several times, and it looks like he's on his way to another win here.
Bobby Labonte in second. Dale Earnhardt at 43 years old in third, and Ricky Rudd, who is 38, in fourth.
I just seen that 24 car twitch quite a bit in the middle part of that corner there, like it might be getting a little bit loose. That could have something to do with this thing. I'm not trying to build anything, but he is getting just a bit loose.
Well, it's heated up for fifth place. Dale Jarrett and Steve Grissom, 5 laps to go. A little contact there. And Jarrett takes the spot, and Grissom can't jump back underneath.
Well, what Grissom's trying to do now is position himself under Jarrett getting in the corner, but I tell you what, that 28 car is really going down the straightaway pretty well.
They're going to lap past Lake Speed. I'll show you what happened there a minute ago. Closing lap.
Okay, Grissom looks like he just checked up a little bit. Might have got a little bit loose, backed out of the throttle, and 28 car nailed him in the back.
Yeah, sure looked like he just got a little loose, and they just got together.
Fighting for fifth place. With 4 laps to go.
4 laps to go. Man, you know, nothing's easy in racing. These guys are a lap down. They're fighting for 4th and 5th right now, and they're really going at it. Say for 5th. Ricky Rudd's just in front of them. He's already got the 4th place tied up, I think, because he has such a lead over the 2.
Lap ahead of them. How about Dale Earnhardt? He's going to get this season started off, chasing his 8th championship, a 2nd at Daytona, what looks like a 3rd here at Rockingham.
That's what we talked about at the beginning of the show, was about, you know, consistency. That's what it's all about. And if you actually go back to the year before, last year, Dale's runs at the last 10 or 12 races, I think you could figure out how many top 5s there are.
White flag for Jeff Gordon. 1 lap away from his 3rd career victory in Winston Cup racing. And the 39th win for Hendrick Motorsports.
Textbook win. If you want to know how to win at Rockingham, just watch this 24 car and go back and study what he did all day. That car does not have a mark on it from running into anybody. It's been very quick.
For the win, Jeff Gordon, career victory number 3. Bobby Labonte, best career finish. 2nd place today. 3rd will be Earnhardt. 4th, Ricky Rudd. Here's the battle for 5th. 5th place, Dale Jarrett, and a career-high 6th place finish for Steve Grissom.
When the net blowing there.
Boy, the youth movement is alive and well in Winston Cup racing. It'll be Jeff Gordon going to victory lane. We'll meet him there when we come back. Donald Thomas was 20 years old when he won at Lakewood Speedway in Atlanta in 1952. Fireball Roberts was 21 when he won at Hillsborough, North Carolina in 1950 for his first win. Bobby Hillen won at age 22 at Talladega last year at age 22. This man first went to victory lane today. Win number 3 for Jeff Gordon. Here's Glenn Jarrett, victory lane.
Jeff Gordon is just now unbuckling, got a cold bottle of water there. Jeff, what a great run. That car was awesome.
Oh, man, it sure was. I tell you, unbelievable day for the DuPont Chevrolet. The new Monte Carlo is an awesome car. And, you know, I never thought we'd have them like we did today. And we had some downfalls. I mean, we had to work real hard. This is a long race. God, I mean, I'm worn out. Halfway through, I was like, God, my muscles are hurting already. But I tell you what, this one's for Brooke. Today's our 3rd month anniversary of being married. So that Unicount bonus we might get to pool. This is awesome. Awesome day.
Well, now, you can tell that young man, even though he's only been married 3 months, he knows the right things to say. Jeff, one more question before you get out. The car was so good, it looked like at times there that you couldn't back off even if you wanted to. I mean, you look like you got a pace going, a rhythm going, that the car just worked so well, you didn't really have to slow down much.
Well, I tell you, the car was awesome in 1 and 2. I mean, we just had him killed in 1 and 2. Bobby, I tell you, my hat's off to Bobby Labonte. He drove a heck of a race. I'm happy for him because he finished 2nd. I think that's his best ever Winston Cup finish. So you know, he had us beat a little bit down 3 and 4 until we got on old tires. On new tires, I did not want a caution. If we would have had a caution at the end, we would have had our hands full. But, man, the longer we ran green, the better that thing was. And we had to work on it. Wasn't that you know, perfect at the beginning. Came to us, track came to us. Ray Evernham, that crew chief, and those Rainbow Warriors, man, they did a heck of a job.
They all did a heck of a job. Jeff Gordon ready to get out of here and do a little celebrating. Randy Pemberton?
Bobby Labonte standing here talking to a few reporters. Bobby, great effort. You got to be happy with it, although you were just ever so close to your first Winston Cup win.
I tell you what, you know, this is a great race team. You know, they did a great job. You know, it's just we were just close, but tell you what, you got to lose one to win one, and you know, Jeff did a great job today. His car was really awesome, and you know, we got the same motors. Hendrick Motorsports does ours. And, Interstate Battery, Chevrolet, Shell, Food Line, EDS, Goodyear, all the guys. You know, they did a great job, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, we've had a lot of wins. Pretty good 2 weeks, I guess you might say, but kind of makes you mad over last weekend now if we know what we could have done, I guess.
Got changed pretty quick, Dale. Hey, that's a championship run, though. It wasn't a win, but that's what it takes.
Well, coming from 23rd, that wasn't bad, but the car worked pretty decent. It just got tighter as the day went on. The car got real tight, and that hurt us off the corner. We couldn't run with them as far as horsepower, and the car with it tight off the corner, but still, Andy and Spinney and all the guys, they did a great job, Richard, and we just got a good race car and a good team.
29-point lead going into Richmond. What do you got for them up there on the flat track?
Well, hopefully, we got a new short track car, and hopefully we'll be just right. That's a good place for us, too.
Good job today.
Looks like a championship chase. Mark Martin second in the points, 29 behind Earnhardt, and Jeff Gordon comes from 22nd to 7th in the points. A little early to start talking about points, not too early to start thinking about them. Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, and you see the car makes on the right-hand side of the screen. There's the top 10 as we ran them down. Grissom, Martin, Cope, Burton, Petty. A look back through the top 20. Good finish for John Andretti today. Trent Bodine and Aileen Carr soldiered home 14th. Ricky Craven, the rookie, in the 16th spot. Kenny Wallace rounded out the top 20. And Jeff Bodine, who had that 10-lap pit stop early on, ruined his chances. Rusty Wallace running up out of the race. And from there back, drivers that had trouble made repairs and kept on going, or fell by the wayside. A lot of incidents today, but not a lot of attrition, as many of these cars were running at the finish. After 2 races, Dale Earnhardt moves to the point lead on the strength of a second at Daytona and a third here at Rockingham. Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jarrett, and there's Steve Grissom, shown in 5th in the standings. Ricky Rudd, Jeff Gordon, Michael Waltrip, Kyle Petty, and Ward Burton are the top 10 as the Cuppers head off to Richmond, Virginia. A recap of today's top 10 as Jeff Gordon gets his 3rd career victory in Winston Cup racing over Bobby Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, Ricky Rudd, and Dale Jarrett. This coming Saturday, we'll have the Busch Grand National Hardee's Frisco 250 live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope you'll join us there for our first of many Busch Series telecasts this year. It's all outdoors on TNN at 5 o'clock, the Ian Fisherman, at 5:30, Bill Dance outdoors, at 6 p.m., Bassmaster. So the fish are biting for the next hour and a half here on the Nashville Network. Well, it's been a long but great day here at The Rock for Buddy Baker, Ernie Irvan, Randy Pemberton, and Glenn Jarrett. I'm Mike Joy, congratulating Jeff Gordon on his 3rd career Winston Cup victory in today's GoodWrench 500. So long, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday at Richmond, Virginia.